if we go back to Psalm 2, specifically verse 2, let me read it. The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, okay, then verse 3. Keep in mind that you believe that the disciples, they believed that he was the Messiah, and they would have a little bit of knowledge of Psalm 2, right? Psalm 2, verse 2 was fulfilled by Jesus.
Well, the disciples
make the sign specific for each show.
Can you show me that?
I'll do
Yeah,
That's very interesting. I'd love to
for
answer
the
that.
show, and then
yeah, so if you're
announce that
speaking
the
to
show's
someone like
recorded,
Megatron,
and
he's a
here's,
preterist, he
pin the
believes
link.
everything has been fulfilled. I personally believe in the second coming of Christ. So there's a lot of prophecies that you can point out to me that I believe that will be fulfilled when Jesus returned.
Okay, so can you show me
Closed mouths don't
one
confess.
passage in Tanakh that states clearly that the Messiah will fail in his first attempt, and then
We don't believe that he's gonna fail. We believe that is a two-part mission, and this is why.
Okay, can you show me that?
Yeah,
Can you show me that?
You want me to show you your interpretation? I can show you verses.
No. Show me a clear passage that states that the Messiah will have his second coming.
It doesn't state that. It doesn't state that in Tanakh. What I'm giving to you is interpretation that even your rabbis had. This is why you guys had in early Judaism a concept of two messiahs, because there was one Messiah that would be the son of David, that was going to be a ruler and do all of that, which is Psalms 2. But then you also had a Messiah that would be a suffering servant. This is why you guys had the Messiah Ben Yosef.
It's really crazy. So it's really crazy that the Christians who follow Jesus, they love to run to the Talmud when it seems very comfortable for them. Because the Mashiach ben Joseph concept is clearly Talmudic, right? So now you love to go
Sorry guys, my
to a
dog's
Jewish
pregnant. I'm
source,
just so happy about it.
apply
Sorry guys, my dog's
that into Jesus by saying that is proving his second coming. But if you would
Chicago's been stuck on the same season.
No, that is not the point that I'm making.
But the second point is
America's enemy. That would
why I do
totally
apply
logical
debate
thing to do to resist this futile, weird war.
is
You know, you already assimilated so many countries that to resist the board now is futile.
that Jesus was a potentially Messiah.
That's not the point. That is not the point.
That is my point.
No, but I'm making the point. So you can't make your point in my point, right? Because I'm the one citing the sources.
Where do you have
That's what I'm saying. Let me finish.
Where do you have the idea?
Okay, let me finish what I'm saying. When I'm citing something, it's because I'm the one making the point. So you can't make the point in the midst of me making my point, okay? The point that I'm making to you is that according to the New Testament, which is the Jewish source, whether you want to believe it or not, because the disciples were Jews, just like you, right? So they is that the Messiah, which is Yeshua ben Yosef, that he's going to return. Okay, this is their claim. What I'm doing to you is I'm trying to show you, hey, even your own rabbis had a similar concept of having two-fold Messiah. I'm not going to the Talmud to prove the Messiah. I'm going to the Talmud to show you, hey, this is not a Christian invention. This was a common Jewish thought. That's all I'm
You
doing.
have to make a distinction. It's not Mashiach ben Joseph. That will be survived as the last Davidic king to come. Yes or no?
No, I literally told you. I literally told you in my sentence, in my speech. I literally told you. You guys believe it's two different persons. We believe it's one person doing it two different things. That's the difference.
Okay, so how can someone, if he's from the tribe of Ephraim, the same person is then later on from the tribe of Judah?
Okay, well, that's a problem that you need to solve because according to the scriptures, the Messiah is from the line of David. So even us Christians, us Christians, we actually have it right because we have someone from the line of David fulfilling all those prophecies while you have someone from a different tribe that can't even be the Messiah fulfilling those prophecies.
Exactly.
So that's the issue. So that's the issue that you guys have. We don't have that issue.
That is the point. No, we don't have that issue.
Yes, you do. How can a Messiah be from the tribe of Ephraim?
Exactly.
Exactly. So you guys have it wrong.
But the Davidic king can never be.
It's
2,000 years
later.
1 second, Megatron. So that the Davidic king can never be a descendant of Ephraim, right?
That is not, yes, but that is not what I'm saying to you.
Okay. But that is what I'm saying to you because that Mashiach ben Joseph, and by the way, I mean, you are completely obsessed with the term Mashiach. The term Mashiach in the Tanakh appears 37 times.
Anointed one.
It is
We know that.
It means anointed one. Exactly.
Exactly.
That Mashiach ben Joseph just means an anointed one. And by the way, that is a Talmudic.
Is that the same meaning for the other one as well?
That is a Talmudic rabbinic
No. It's not the same meaning. See, you saying the last Messiah, even though your Tanakh doesn't say the last Messiah, but you can use speech by saying the last Messiah, meaning you can use your interpretation in the text, but
it's
when
not an interpretation.
It is. Nowhere it says the last Messiah.
He will be the last Mashiach. He will be the last.
It's not, because you just said.
Nowhere in the Tanakh does it talk about a Mashiach that's going to come and grant people eternal life. It doesn't say that in the
But that's not the point. I don't have the issue. I don't have the issue.
Hey, but listen, the two-stage idea of their belief.
Tanakh. Even though your own rabbis cannot show you in the Tanakh that there's going to be a Messiah from the tribe of Ephraim. It doesn't say that nowhere in the Tanakh. But they can have the interpretation.
But that's
right. The point is, you guys have interpretation and we have interpretation. And it's the battle of interpretation. That's the point. You can't tell Christians are wrong because you cannot prove what you believe either. Nowhere in the Tanakh says, where does the Tanakh says there's going to be the last Messiah? Where does it say that?
You're wrong. You're wrong. The reason why I say you're wrong is because when you read the book of Daniel,
I just need you to show me who's that verse that says the last Messiah.
It makes it very clear in the book of Daniel, right?
I'm now teaching and sharing finance.
There is going to be a nation
online for free.
that smashes to pieces every other nation. And
Where does that say that's the last Messiah?
So, do you think that is the point of paradise?
No, how are you asking me a question when I asked you guys a question? I want a book chapter verse in the Tanakh that tells me the last Messiah. That's what I'm looking for.
I didn't even say that. That was from.
Yeah, but that's
what's wrong with you? Unruly woman. You know what I'm saying? So, in Daniel 2, I'm pretty sure you agree that the last nation to come is the nation of Israel, and that nation destroys every other nation and controls every other nation, correct?
It's an end times type thing.
I'm going to read it, don't worry, I'm going to read it.
Okay.
So hold on,
But you listen to my point though.
Wait, what chapter and verse is it, Brandon?
Daniel chapter 2, and we're going to read my main point, which is verses... verses 44. It says, and in the days of those kings, the God of heaven will set up a kingdom that shall never be destroyed.
Yeah, I believe that's Israel's kingdom, of course.
Yeah, it shall never be destroyed. Pardon me. And what else? Continue reading. It shall never be destroyed, nor shall the kingdom be left to another people. It shall break in pieces all kingdoms and bring them to an end, and it shall stand forever. So notice how the kingdom of Israel is going to break into pieces all of the other kingdoms, right?
Yeah.
So and they're going to stand forever. So,
well, no, it said the kingdom is going to stand forever.
Yeah, the kingdom will stand forever. Do you think that's talking about the time of paradise after we've received the resurrection, so on and so forth?
Based on my understanding of the book of Revelations, I would say that.
So that is when the last Mashiach.
Okay, but this is what I'm saying, Brandon.
That king who is king during that time period over the nation of Israel and over the rest of the nations, that would be the last Mashiach of King David's lineage.
No.
Yes.
No, it's not. Let me, you make an issue there. Even though I agree with your interpretation, because I'm a Christian, so I agree. But the thing is, the text doesn't say what you said. You interpreted the text. Because the text doesn't say there's going to be a last Messiah. The text is
So
simply
Jesus is
saying,
not the last Messiah.
can I just,
Jesus is not the last.
we're not talking about interpretation. We're talking about what the
No,
text
I was
says.
thinking about the text. I give you the text message right now.
No, wait, let me address Brandon.
Yeah, let her address me quickly then.
Yeah, let me just address what he said.
Go ahead.
So the text says that the kingdom of Israel, I mean, it doesn't even say kingdom of Israel. It says whoever that kingdom is, which I believe is Israel, right, is not going to get destroyed. It's going to stand forever. That does not mean that the king over that nation is going to stand forever. It doesn't mean that. Because nowhere in the text is actually saying that whoever that leader is going to be, that he's going to have eternal life and that he's going to reign forever in the kingdom. It doesn't say that. Even though I agree with your interpretation, the text doesn't say that. That's the point.
Okay. So at least you agree with the interpretation that Messiah would be the last Messiah.
I believe that, yes.
You're just saying that the text don't say that explicitly.
Exactly. So my point that I'm making with Sicario is,
I was right.
no, you're not right. The point is right. No, you're not right. The point that
Technically he is, but you're saying, technically he is, but you're saying you need the verse to say it specifically.
because that's what he's telling Christians. He's telling Christians, tell me verbatim where it says that the Messiah is going to come 2 times. Because he knows we cannot show you that verbatim in the text. But the same way he believes that Messiah is going to be the last Messiah, even though the text doesn't say this is the last Messiah. It's interpretation. So he believes when he has the same type of interpretive method.
So was Jesus the last Messiah?
I believe Jesus is the last Messiah, yes.
Okay, so you are proving my point that the
I'm not proving your point.
that the Davidic king to come, we Jews are waiting for, is the last Messiah to come. So you're proving my point.
Listen, it doesn't say that. It's an interpretation. That's the point.
Is a seductive interpretation, which is a true and fact.